All right. What up, my peeps? So today I got a good one for you all today. All right, I got my boy Snake from Metal Gear. I believe this is the Venom Snake costume to be exact. But I'm excited for this one because that's Snake is actually Metal Gear as a whole is actually one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm glad that they actually made this one, and I think they did a pretty good job. I actually think they always do a pretty good job, to be quite honest. But yeah, you guys, if you've been following me at all through these streams the last couple of times, you'll know that my goal is to kind of just give you tips and tricks on how to actually beat Sifu, as well as show you just some cool mods along the way. So let me actually see something here real quick. Raining strikes permanently unlock. All right, so now if you've been following me in the last stream, you'll know that, as I've mentioned before, make sure when you do buy any skill that you're just mindful that you have to purchase it not only once, but then you have to purchase it an additional 5 times. So you can kind of see here, notice it says press A to unlock for 1500, and then to permanently unlock it says 5 times 1500. All right, and that's pretty much the key. I do highly recommend you guys buying this move set, which is the sweeping kick when you run, because it's gonna help you out a lot. So anyway, with that being said, as you can see, I've beaten pretty much all the stages except for the sanctuary at the age of 20. I've beaten it at the age of 20, but as I've learned throughout playing the game, beating it at the age of 20, although yes, it is the real that is what the game is intended to do, because again, you know, you can't die, right, and revive back to life. So yeah, you are supposed to beat the game in 20, but in order to unlock the full the actual final cutscene, all that really matters is that you spare all the bosses. So that's gonna be my goal today. I'm gonna actually just try to show you, and I've been showing you to you, but for those of you who might be new to live stream, so if you see myself repeating some of the same things over and over, it's just because there might be some new people here. Let me see if I can actually Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. And I ended up getting the wrong one.
At least one tough opponent.
Ooh wee. That was not the best way to start, especially if you're not trying to die. Again, I'm not too worried since I've done it before and I've recorded it on this stage before, so I'm not too worried, but that definitely puts me at a disadvantage. Now, originally you would have to go here, but because I'm just trying to spare the boss, I'm just gonna take the shortcut because this stage is actually fairly long. Oh, get out of here. There you go. For a minute there, I thought they took away my shortcut. But if you take the shortcut, I believe it just brings you straight down to the actual underground portion of the stage, as you can see here. So that's definitely helpful. Had I not taken it, it would have been an extremely long journey. Make sure you don't go here. You will die. Even though it doesn't look that far down, you will die. Alright, so just bear that in mind. Let me see. I probably won't talk too much because it seems like all this talking is getting my ass whooped.
Target located.
Be careful. He's got a weapon. Stop him for fuck's sake. Oh shit.
All right. So when you do beat up the opponents, your life does gain. You do get a health gain, and that's the reason why. Hopefully, if I do not die, which I'm hoping I do not, if I can actually just reach a dragon, it will actually boost up my health, and I will take the health gain on takedowns. So you can kind of see the dragon off in the distance, glowing yellow.
Guardians. This made-up order who kept for themselves what belonged to the... No way!
Oh man. Alright, whatever. Alright, so anyway, again, I recorded it beating at the age of 20.
Haven't you had enough?
But yeah, this is why I'm actually, to put more pressure on myself, I've been starting to record it live.
Are those your best moves?
Nah, she's not worth it. Alright, so as I said before, I'm gonna take the health gain on takedowns because you are gonna fight a lot of people throughout the course of this level, even when you do take the shortcut. So it just sucks that I had to die, and it it's like a totally different mindset when you're trying to like spare the boss. And also, if you've been following this channel, you'll know that I've actually been playing Elden Ring, so my skills have been kind of rusty.
He has a weapon. Watch yourself. He's tough.
Get out of here. Oh, actually, I'm glad I peeped that. So let me see, the raining strikes, that's what it was. And I was trying to use it, but I realized I had not yet bought it, so you have to unlock it. So that's a new thing I'm learning now, I guess. So even though I bought it while I was in the beginning of this tutorial or slash stream, you do have to actually unlock it while playing the game itself or playing the level itself. So that sucks, but you'll see now I'll be able to use the raining strike.
What's the matter?
And this girl is so annoying. Alright, bear with me, y'all, for a quick second. Alright, so let's get back into this gameplay. Also, again, I know I may be repeating myself for those of you who've been watching this, but if you are interested in a laptop, I highly recommend you get a gaming laptop, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15. That's what I'm currently gaming on, and you can see it's running the game very well, as well as any other game that I've had on this channel. God of War PC that just came out this year in January. I played Elden Ring, which after the patch is starting to run pretty good. It is capped at 60 frames per second, but this laptop is able to handle all of that. I've also played Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So yeah, I highly recommend.
Each punishment is
Yeah, I highly recommend this laptop, guys. And sorry for dying so much.
You must enjoy the taste of defeat.
Wow, she dodged that. Alright, let me just get rid of her, because she's really starting to annoy the shit out of me.
Come on, wake up!
If you are interested in a gaming laptop, I actually do have the link to that in the description for those of you who are interested. So yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Will never escape this tower.
That's the one thing I don't like about this area. It's so dark. You can easily fall off, which is like a cheese.
There.
But yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. It's not too crazy. And as much enemies as I fought, again, could you imagine having played this without going to the actual without taking the actual shortcut? So yeah, you guys, that's the reason why I took it. Truth be told, I still don't know how I actually beat it at 20 considering everything that's taking place. Just to help you out though with my mindset, why I chose weapon durability. If you've been following me, you know that I usually never like taking the weapon durability, but for this boss in particular, the health gain on takedowns would have been totally useless because there are no enemies after this point. So you would not even manage to benefit from it. And the structure reserve, I think, because I took it already, that's the reason why it was no longer available to me. But yeah, guys, with that being said, let's just jump down. Don't worry, this area here you actually are able to jump down without any issues. Alright, so let's see how my boy Snake from Metal Gear does. Alright. There you go. Wow. This girl. Yeah, this boss was extremely annoying. And she's not really that difficult. So let me just tell you what you have to look out for. So she has, for the most part, 2 attacks, and then she does a sweeping attack. This should be 1. And again, that sweeping attack. So that's 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's all you have to really worry about. 1, 2, 3. All right. And I want to say, because she's old, her structure actually right now that I can actually think without playing, because she's old, she actually loses her structure. Fills up very fast, as you see there. Again, my goal is to actually try to spare her, because I'm trying to get the actual true story. But just keep that in mind. Her moves take out a lot of damage, but she's actually not a very difficult boss. All right. And again, she has that 3rd sweeping attack. All right, so just be mindful of that. Wow. Oh wow, nice combo. And you know, this is why I recommend you guys learn how to beat this at the age of 20. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then move back. 1, 2. Watch out for that. All right. And then you just closing the gap. One, 2. All right. And then go in for the attack. Move back. 1, 2. Right. And that's pretty much the key to beating her. Step back. 1, 2. All right. One, 2. And then you dodge that lower attack. I should have went for that attack. Ah, yeah.
Something wrong?
1, 2. Oh, she actually managed to get me on that one. She managed to get me on that one. I feel like that was cheese.
I'll destroy you, you selfish crystal friend.
There you go. I was wondering. No, don't not kill her. 1, 2. And I dodged that last one. And dodged that last one. Dodged that last one. So I'm trying to build up a structure at this point. So that's the reason why I'm not going in for the kill. Let me try to parry now. So I'm not gonna attack her. Man, getting this one, this chick is pretty difficult. But again, that's why you would like to beat her initially at the age of 20, right? Mercy, there you go. Ooh, finally. Alright, so now that only leaves one final boss to actually spare, which will be Sean. Alright, so I hope this actually helped. It just shows you how difficult it is just to pull this off. If the only way to really do it, again guys, you're gonna have to be really good at parrying. Again, that is my weakest that is the weakest part of my game, is the parrying. Let me see if I can actually unlock it forever. I think I might have passed it. Oh, raining strikes, there you go. One. Good, I permanently unlocked it. Alright, there you go. So now I don't gotta deal with that nonsense anymore. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Was just gameplay. If maybe you didn't care about how to spare the boss, maybe you just wanted to see it. If that's the case, I actually recommend you to my other video of the zero death tutorial. That probably would have been more of the video you want to watch if you want to just beat it at the age of 20. But let me actually just show you something real quick, right? Notice on the upper left you'll see age 20 for all of these. So I have beaten all of these levels at the age of 20 before. So that's the reason why I'm not really too worried about dying, because the game saves your best run through of the level. So I wasn't really too worried about that. However, I would recommend you put a lot of emphasis on beating it at the age of 20 in the beginning. Maybe you may not want to worry too much about sparing the boss, because sparing the boss is really for the completionist. Those of you who want to see the hidden ending or the secret ending, or the true ending. Yeah, so but I do actually recommend you guys beat it at the age of 20, because you know, usually your first run through you're probably gonna beat this at, I don't know, I'm just giving an example, but let's say you beat the first stage at the age of 25. You end up beating this at 35, 45, 55, and then you know you starting off Sanctuary at the age of 55. That's gonna put you at a big disadvantage, because I tell you this right now, the moment you fight the final boss, look at how hard it was to fight the tower boss, right? So you have to fight all those enemies prior to the boss itself, and I guarantee you it's gonna be a pain in the ass, because he is extremely difficult. I have to admit, he is extremely difficult. If I find a way to like properly read him, and maybe there's tutorials out there, but if you're following me, if I find a way to beat him more efficiently, I will release it to kind of help you all out in your journey. But I haven't found any real weakness to him yet. All right. I'm not gonna give up on it. I do intend on finding out his weakness, but I haven't found it yet. With that being said, if you guys found any value in these videos, please, as always, subscribe, like, drop a comment down below. I do read all the comments and I do respond to all of the comments. All right, so I'd like to hear from all of you. With that being said, Blue Falcon over and out. Game hard, y'all.